Hey Dre, I got something to say. So Dr. Dre is selling 200 over 200. They say it's well over 200. Billboard reporting 200. Apparently TMZ is saying that Dr. Dre people saying it's well over $200 million in his music to Shamrock Holding into the Universal Music Group. The Shamrock Holding deal, I believe, said to you know, be some of his producer royalties and masters and some of his N.W.A. master royalties that he get and a couple of his solo albums things. And then the Universal Music Group version of it, he's selling, I think, his masters and royalties to the Chronic and some Kendrick Lamar musical assets that he have. So you notice that a lot of these musicians are selling say music. Now he's not selling all his music and all his producer masters and all that. He's selling some of it, but the deal is supposed to be worth like well over $200 million, 210, 220, 230, somewhere in there. And you notice that I think the RZA sold some music, and I think off the Chronic or something, off of the Universal Music version of it, he bring in $10 million annually just off the streamings or off some of the music that he making. He bring home like $10 million annually off of the Chronic album, just that alone. So I mean, obviously, that's good money coming in. And when you go through a divorce, you probably need to liquidate some and get some cash, real quick, and whatever the situation may be. But and basically when somebody offer you 200 and with two deals, really the music, that's they do it for a big flip. So so in reality, it's probably worth closer to $500 million and all, but he able to get money up front. That's a lot of money. I mean, guess what? You can't take it with you, and pretty much, he basically taking a discount on the music to get the money up front instead of playing the long game. And what, Dre 56, 60 years old, so he gonna take the 200 M's now. They probably gonna expand his music even further. I know one of the in the Universal Music Group, they said he didn't own some of the publishing, some of the stuff that publishing that he didn't own. I guess they gonna take over that, so maybe it just reverted to him or whatever. I don't know exactly how that worked, but yeah, it's becoming a thing in music. A lot of these artists are selling their music. Iggy Azalea sold her catalog, and the first thing I think about, obviously the internet is making information more available, and obviously it's more public, and it's a spotlight on discussions, and it's a spotlight on facts and fiction and all that. But why is they buying music at an alarming rate, these companies? That's what you got to ask yourself. They probably gonna put a lot of this music. They probably got ideas for musical ventures, exclusive streaming platforms, merchandise. Putting it in movies and all types of stuff. So they, when you put that amount of money up, Irv Gotti did his as well too. Obviously, they got a plan. They got more of a plan to do with the money than the artists probably do. So they make all this money every year, touring and doing these different ventures, but they always scream ownership. And a lot of these dudes get ownership and they selling some of it off, and he ain't selling all of it off. So he still got some coming in, but hey, it is what it is. He take his cash now up front, and who knows? I don't know if it reverts back to his estate or his family in 20, 30 years or whatever the situation may be, but it's $200 million plus that's going in his pocket. So I mean, I'm pretty sure he been around the music business long enough, and they made it an emphasis that he is not selling any shares in his Aftermath record label. So he still is the owner or the majority owner. I don't know if it's public or private of Aftermath Records. So some Kendrick Lamar shares that he owned got sold, and the Chronic and some N.W.A. music that royalties that he owned, and some masters, some publishing here. So I mean, It is what it is. I know they said in the pandemic that he was in the studio cooking up a whole bunch of music and stuff. So pretty sure he got something lined up, and we should be hearing some of this new music he got coming out. But I mean, I just want to know, like, at this alarming rate, what's the end game for them purchasing all this music? That's what I want to know. It gotta be some type of shift in the music industry. And a lot of times, these younger artists, they taking their money, they taking their music and their royalties and publishing up front, giving them 10, 20 G's on it, And I guess if you don't hit, hey, guess what? That's 10, 20 G's that you got that you don't hit. But a lot of these artists take that 10, 20, 30, 50 G's, whatever they get, and they go just do dumb shit with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the honest truth. They just go out there, buy chains and a whole bunch of nothing. I said people still buying chains in 2023. People still getting some dollars going to buy jewelry for what? And I understand the genetic DNA and historic around a lot of black people going back to Egypt and Africa, liking to have shiny things and all that type of stuff. But if you gonna buy anything jewelry, bruh, you gotta buy gold. You know what I'm saying? And then they fall off, they be broke. If they gonna give me that type of money up front, I'm gonna sell something that's as valuable as publishing a master. I'm gonna have to put it into something that I can appreciate, not a car, not a, shit, maybe not even, per se in a house, some type of real estate investment or put it in a high interest fund or some shit like that, or into a business idea. Y'all still buying chains, and guess what? At the end of the day, white gold is hot right now. Platinum was hot back in the day. Whatever hot right now, shit ain't gonna be hot no more. It's a chain. But can't explain it. But yeah, a lot of them artists sell their music up front and it revert back to them. And then, in their career, their career fizzle off, because especially as a rapper, your career ain't gonna be long. Everybody don't have that long run. The one thing about hip hop and rap in particular, the first name is hip. The sound of hip hop changes faster than any other music. Woogity, woogity, higgity, hoggity. That'd be hot today. And then something else would be hot tomorrow and you'll be left behind. So in the way they doing stuff, you could be like the baby and have an incident where you say something, and then you could be, on the bottom shelf tomorrow. So it is what it is. But shout out to Dr. Dre. Check out the music entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, the whole nine. First link in the description is the link tree. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget to check out my Detroit channel right here on YouTube. Mercy Sports Talk for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. Peace.